What do you think about the difference between the brick and mortar stores where you have someone who has just a regular store versus the online shops? And
Uh, I just got in a discussion with one of the guys who's been here since day one. He's been here all 4 years, just a few minutes ago, about that same thing. And of course, his opinion is, if you're not a brick and mortar, you shouldn't be here. Uh, I guess I'm not going to share my opinion
well,
because I
it's
don't
just
really
you
know.
and
I mean,
me. It's
everybody,
okay.
it's kind of like there's so many different types of business. I buy a lot of stuff offline, not
Hmm.
paintball stuff, but I needed projection screens for here. I bought 6 projection screens offline.
Hmm.
Uh, it's part of today's world,
Hmm.
and the kids are there. They're doing it. It's just you've got to, the store owners. Sometimes you just got to kind of look. Everybody's death was when the box stores started selling paintball. It was going to be the death of all the local stores. Well, the box stores aren't selling paintball quite as much anymore. They've learned that you only got this certain market that's going to come to you, because some people do want service. Some people do want answers on their product before they buy it. They want to feel comfortable when mother goes in to buy a marker. They want to know. We actually had when I had a store, we had a mother come in and ask us if you really need to have a mask to play paintball. And I says, well, yes, you really do. And she goes, well, the one store, and it's a box store, a local box store that's in about 10 states. Someone in that store actually told her, well, if you're really careful, you don't really need a mask.
Oh my God.
And so I think the box stores have kind of cycled in and out. I don't think the market, they aren't killing the market. And you just have to look for other ways to make money. You have to
They
have
just sort of
service,
they
push
give it
your service,
a
push.
nice big kick in the nads though. So I mean that's the problem that we're saying before was that that we see it's sort of a flooding of the market, and so unfortunately, with a sport as small as paintball, I mean, it seems huge, but those of us who are actually in it know that the numbers aren't even close to what they could be, and the reach isn't what it could be globally, and with the media and all this stuff. But if Walmart or some of these other places have a starter kit for $60 where you can go out and you can play, and then they don't know how to take care of their marker, they don't know how to chrono it, they don't have someone that can give them that real back and forth that they need, they're going to play once or twice and they're going to go, oh, well, I played paintball. It
Right.
sucks. I'm done.
Yep.
Moving on.
It's not fun. Right.
Oh.
No, and I don't know. And to tell you the truth,
Mm-hmm.
I was in the retail end. We kind of got out of it. I was in the general sporting goods industry, but it was kind of a sideline. I mean, I do corporate relocations for a living. And so, I mean, the paintball thing was kind of a sideline. And, when I had the store, a friend and I we bought an existing, mom and pop sporting goods store and run it for about 10 years and slowly decided we was the last mom and pop sporting goods store in the country. So, my that end of it, I don't know. It's the box stores, obviously, the kids will go out and buy paint in box stores. Who knows? I mean, it's hard to say the impact, and I think it probably varies from town to town.
It's difficult. And we were talking to one of the guys we have in the chat now, Slick from the Bunker PB. He has a brick and mortar store up in Northern California, and he had to expand online, but he's having trouble because he's not getting as much attention as these other strictly online stores are, who can go at that base price because they don't have that overhead. So kids come into his
Right.
store and they go, well, dude, I can get this tank for $30 online. He's like,
Yep.
yeah, but I have to pay for my electricity, for someone to sit here when
Oh, yeah.
I'm not here, and they just don't seem to get it. And so,
Well, you have to pay for inventory.
yeah.
You're not just basically ordering as you sell. It's a tough thing, and and we've got some internet businesses here this weekend.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm sure in like the retail roundtable, if they're both sitting in the room, it could lead to some pretty interesting discussion.
Nice.
There's no doubt about it. That's why we have a moderator in there to keep it from getting too interesting.
Are you going to have someone that's going to be like the typist in the corner doing a little transcription of the whole thing so we can hear what's going on, or we just going to have to?
And this year the roundtable has actually changed a little this year because the industry has asked to be part of it. So we actually have an industry panel at the field owners roundtable and the store owners roundtable.
Nice.
And they asked to be part of it because again we're hearing more and more that we're going to have a lot of industry standing in the back room with their notepads and and playing little mouses because they want to hear what the people are saying. And so that's a little different. We've always kept it pretty closed away from the industry. This year we're switching it and saying, okay, industry, this is your chance. This is kind of your one chance. Come on in and listen. But if you do, then it kind of throws the monkey back on your back.
Yep.
That you need to do something about some of the stuff you're going to hear about.
You can't just pretend that you don't know about it anymore, right?
And you may not like some of the stuff you're told.
Yeah.
So but I really think probably most of them know what they're going to hear.